for property management companies or supermarkets, they probably just the tip of the iceberg in terms of us not taking a targeted approach in helping those in need. So in other words, we're spending a lot of money without effect. I'm not going to go into details. Mr. Leung Yu-chong, I and some other members have expressed concern. How come for tutorial schools, last time they got $40,000 and this time they only get $20,000? They are among the businesses with the longest closure. There are no other businesses that have to be closed for 200 days. But then the tutorial schools are collecting the least in subsidy. They are collecting less than mahjong parlors and amusement game centers. Why is there this mismatch or misallocation of funds? For tutorial schools, they have to have registered by November last year, and if they why do you draw the line there? We've asked for the reasons, but we still haven't got any answers. So can you give me an answer today? Dr. Choi of the Education Bureau, please. Okay, Dr. Choi. About assistance to tutorial schools. Last time it was $40,000. This time it's $20,000. On top of that, they could apply for the employment support scheme, ESS. Say for a small tutorial school with about 10 persons, each month, so they could apply for $9,000 for 10 staff members over 3 months. That means $270,000. Now there are different businesses being hit in various ways, and there are various needs. Well, other businesses could do the same too. So the other subsidy is the same. How come for this particular sector-specific subsidy they get the least? Well, as explained, we have limited resources. We're not just looking at a single sector. For tutorial schools, compared to other schools and kindergartens, they are usually of a smaller scale. What about if you compare them to amusement game centers? I don't think you can make that comparison. Why not? Why can't we make that comparison? We're looking at it from the educational point of view. We're looking at educational needs and the role played by tutorial schools in education. That's what we look at.
For mahjong establishments and beauty parlors, they receive $150,000. And also, the registration condition is very strange. For those registered after November 2019, these tutorial schools are not eligible for the subsidies. Among the 14 scheduled premises, there are no such conditions. Why is there such a condition for tutorial schools so that some of them cannot get the subsidy? Under Secretary for Education. Under AEF 3.0, for tutorial schools resuming, which resumed face-to-face teaching before 23rd of September 2020, they would be eligible. So the registration in November condition is gone in the third round. Yes, that's what I want to supplement on. Mr. Yip, you compared tutorial schools with amusement game center and mahjong parlors. I don't think that's appropriate, because every tutorial schools are given $30,000. And for private schools, $40,000. I don't think your answer is valid. You are comparing schools and other schools, and you think I can't compare tutorial schools with other sectors? I won't argue with you. About the November registration condition in the second round, can you give me the figures? When applying for the $20,000 subsidy in the second round, a school would be eligible if it is it has registered before the 23rd of September under the Education Ordinance. But what about those but what about the first round? Can tutorial schools claim the shortfall? Well, actually, it was calculated based on the date of school suspension. But it was on the 1st of February in 2020 when school was suspended. That condition is about the registration date. Why only those who registered before November 2019 were eligible, for those after, they were not eligible? In the previous round, the condition could not be changed because we have a new round already. As for the November registration condition, I need to go back and check. I don't have the details now. I believe it is in relation to the announcement of school suspension. As I said, it was not the date of school suspension. If it is unreasonable, can the shortfalls be compensated to them? Because it is unreasonable. For other premises, there are no conditions for the date of registration. Chairman, I will provide the details after the meeting. Can you give me the details on Monday? Yes.